What is going on, everybody? It is Saturday, July 19th, 2025. Yours truly, God's favorite host, here again on the Flex Zone podcast, the only place giving you sports how you want it, when you need it. Yes, we are live. Yes, we are back again. More content on the channel as it is yet another fun filled professional wrestling weekend. And as the home of professional wrestling, the Flex Zone podcast, we will be back again for a very special Sunday night live stream. That's right, tomorrow, July 20th, 2025, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific. TNA presents Slammiversary 2025. We will be live for that show, live watching it with you, reacting, talking about the matches and all the big happenings and all of the big moments from TNA's biggest show of the year. We've had WrestleMania Night 1, WrestleMania Night 2. We know SummerSlam is a little bit over 2 weeks away. We've had AEW All in Texas at Globe Life Field. Now TNA is up at the plate in the batter's box. Their biggest show of the year, Slammiversary. If you know, you know, from the UBS Arena in New York City on Long Island. Big show, loaded card. We're going to talk all about it. So if you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and you hit that like button, you hit that bell, because when you hit that subscribe button, when you hit that bell, what it does is it pretty much pushes us out to the recommended. It pushes us out to other people who like professional wrestling, who may not know what we do here on the Flex Zone. And it says, hey, I like the content that the Flex Zone does. And I want this pushed to other wrestling fans, to other sports fans, to other individuals in the community to know the great work we do here. We're live on Monday for Raw, live Tuesday for NXT, live Wednesday, which is a struggle for Dynamite. We're live on Fridays for SmackDown. And no, we're not watching Collision on Saturdays because that may be the worst show of the week. But we are back again. And you want to join the Flex Zone family. You want to join what we do here as a community. You can hit that join button down below. Memberships are now open. Get them in. Check us out. Exclusive benefits, emotes, and exclusive content, and even the possibility to be one of the first to get some Flex Zone family merch as well. And we got something brand new. YouTube is always introducing something new. We're always doing new things here on the Flex Zone to up the game. We are truly on another level, and that's what we are yet again. YouTube has now introduced Top Fans. What is Top Fans, you may ask? Top Fans is a place for fans to stand out in the community. That's right, the Flex Zone community. The top 3 get special badges in the live chat. It resets every stream so you can have a chance to be number 1. So you can always try again. You get experience points or XP. And here's how you get them. You can support what we do here. The best way to support what we do, send live chats. We appreciate everybody in the live chat. You guys are going crazy. Appreciate the energy on a Saturday night. Send super chats. You want to donate to what we do here. You want us to continue to bring you great content. Super chats are now open. Get them in. Let's start the party off right on a Saturday night. And as always, super stickers are appreciated. And right now, I do want to shout out right now, number 1 on the leaderboard, Snake Eyes, coming in with 50 XPs, followed by Sydney Soto and Grant Stewart, currently the top 3. So if you want to beat any of those 3 and enter the leaderboard of Top Fans, you can do that by supporting what we do, hitting the live chat, hitting that subscribe button, hit that join button, and of course, hitting that bell and voting on the poll. Let us know what match you're looking forward to tomorrow for Slammiversary. We're about to get into the card. We're through the housekeeping. I think I've welcomed you in. The house is clean. We set the table, and we're ready for, we'll start with the appetizer, obviously, because they have 2 pre-show matches, which I will talk about, and we'll get into the main card as well. So I do want to start with a little bit of the history of Slammiversary for those who may not know. This is actually going to be the 21st Slammiversary event. It is taking place, as I mentioned, on Long Island in the shadow of New York City at the UBS Arena, Elmont, New York. The 21st event under the Slammiversary chronologically chronology and chronologically, of course, celebrates the promotion's 23rd anniversary overall. TNA has been around 23 years. Wrestlers from not only WWE, but NXT's developmental brand will also appear along with TNA talent as well. And of course, we have the big mention, the man behind me, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. He will be in the building on tomorrow. What is he doing? I don't know. Is he opening? Is he answering an open challenge? Is he going to be just cutting a promo? Is he just going to be appearing maybe to cut someone off from talking junk to the crowd and sending them home happy with AJ Styles eliminating or neutralizing them in the ring, giving them a Styles Clash or phenomenal forearm? And I think this is something that this pay-per-view needed. It needed a shot in the arm. It needed a little bit of promotion. It needed a little bit of high energy because, yes, the card was good. Yes, the card had a lot of, I think, opportunities to bring in new fans because, hey, if you ask me, TNA could be potentially challenging All Elite Wrestling for the number 2 promotion in North America and in the world. But when you add a guy like AJ Styles, he's not really doing much on WWE TV. Let's be honest. I think he still needs at least one more run with the world title. Raw could use it. We'll see what they do. But putting him on TNA, one of the pillars of TNA in the early years, one of the best wrestlers of this generation or any generation, having that name, the inaugural X Division champion, 5-time TNA world champion, 6-time X Division champ overall, 6-time TNA tag team champion as well. So AJ Styles will be in the building tomorrow. What is he doing? We'll see. But I do want to, real quick, because I do got my guest backstage. He is here. Yes, I just got the call. He's here. They are doing pretty good numbers, are TNA, with their tickets. I wanted to discuss this. According to the good folks over at WrestleTix, who do a great job, we have the numbers as of yesterday. This was the last update for TNA with regards to ticket sales for this upcoming show, tomorrow, Slammiversary. Real quick, they are currently set up for 6,231. They currently have 5,493 tickets, so they're going to surpass 5,500 tickets tomorrow. So 1,070 over the last 2 days. And as the AJ Styles vignette aired, this pretty much upped ticket sales. Total number of seats are 16,000. The cheapest ticket is $47.65 as well. So it's an affordable ticket as well. 7 p.m., 8 p.m. is the main card. So that is great. Not only is it going to be a hot crowd, a full building on Long Island in the UBS Arena, it is going to be, I think, an affordable get. If you're looking for something, we know how walk-up sales work. If you don't know, a little free game. You get the tickets a little bit cheaper sometimes when you walk up to the actual venue and buy them the day of. That's why you get a lot of late walk-up sales. So I think they'll easily eclipse 5,500, 5,600 tickets. Will they hit close to 6,000? Probably. They may get 5,700, 5,800 depending on the last-minute push of tickets, but $50 is a nice get. I think floor seats are only probably like a couple $100 as well. So those are the numbers there. But let's get things popping. Let's get things rolling. He's home. He's ready to rock and roll. He's got his Cubs hat on there in first place, maybe World Series bound. He is the one show you need to watch. He is repping that Chiefs Kingdom. We're less than 50 days away from the NFL regular season as well. And he's ready for TNA Slammiversary. He did a retro review for a Slammiversary. He's going to tell you all about it, tell you about the great work on his channel. My boy, my brother, Iowa's favorite son, the one and only Juggernaut.
What is going on, Byron? How's it going?
What's up, man? How you feeling?
I'm doing pretty good. Just got home a little bit ago. You know, just was doing some stuff with the family. So I just got done doing that. But hey, yeah, you guys can go check out my channel, The Juggernaut Show. I just did a retro review of Slammiversary 2008. You guys can go check out that review on my channel. Also got another Slammiversary retro review dropping. It's going to be dropping tomorrow morning sometime. It's for 2009, so stay tuned for that. Also, we'll be live streaming Slammiversary tomorrow night, 2025. I'm looking forward to the show. I mean, this is like the most hype that TNA, like, people like to go like, okay, what's better? You know, what's the bigger show, Slammiversary or Bound for Glory? Like I wouldn't argue with like either one. Like either argument you say would be correct. But to be honest, I think Slammiversary is the bigger show in my opinion. It feels like their big anniversary show. And also, them bringing in AJ Styles, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. And also this is like one of the largest arenas that they've done in like 10 years, which is really good. And usually TNA, some of their stories can be a little wonky, but usually they're always consistent with doing their storytelling. And I like the way they break things down. So I'm looking forward to Slammiversary. I'm looking forward to it quite a bit.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see you, Ant. What's up, brother? Appreciate you. Yes, go check out Jug's channel, Juggernaut Show. You see it down below. Hit the like button, hit the bell. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I know you just were watching. If you're watching Collision, whatever you're doing, thank you for joining us. We are live. We're going to rock out. We'll be live tomorrow for Slammiversary. Jubs, let's get into this card here. I got the let's roll that up here. There we go. So we do have, I'll just go over some things for the pre-show. We have the Busted Open panel, Dave LaGreca, Tommy Dreamer, and what is that, Gia Miller. So they will be on the pre-show. But the first pre-show match, we got Jake something, Steve Macklin, Mance Warner taking on Real One, formerly known as Enzo Amore, and making his TNA debut, I believe. Another Fatu, another member of the bloodline. The one and only Zilla, Fatu, and Josh Bishop as well. Trios match, 6-man tag. How you feel about this match? And I guess it's safe to say Zilla ain't losing and Enzo ain't losing their match, right?
Oh no, I feel like this can go either way. Like, I hate that. I had no enthusiasm to seeing the Real One or Enzo Amore, and he mentioned like when he was cutting that promo, he mentioned about MSG. I try to forget what happened to MSG. Like I try to forget that happened. I don't know. I feel like I don't feel like this company or like what company is this, Top Rope or whatever their company that they're doing this with. I don't feel like they're going to win this match here because listen, WWE has been beating them a lot lately. They've been beating them a lot. So when you have a smaller company coming in here, but then again, like you have Steve Macklin teaming up with Mance. Who was that again? Mance Warner.
Yeah,
Mance Warner and Jay something, which he's been like feuding with lately, and you have them teaming up. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't get along and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think Zilla Fatu's team is going to win. Actually, now.
Yeah, I think Zilla gets the pin. It's a moment for him to shine. I think they get the win here. Let's go to our second pre-show match. I like how they don't really load up the pre-show, 2 matches, and then they get into the main card, which I believe has like 6 or 7 matches. So we have a TNA Knockouts Championship, Tag Team Championship matches. The Elegance brand, Ash by Elegance and her crew taking on the Inspiration, formerly known as the Iconics. They will be back in TNA. They returned. I'm excited because I'm excited because they're actually a real tag team. I mean, whether you like them or not in WWE, I think they fit well in TNA, and I think they win the tag titles. Jugs, what do you think?
I think I don't think it's a for sure win here right here because I feel like the Inspiration. I feel like eventually they're going to be WWE bound, which I don't want to see that happen. Because listen, that tag team division over there is non-existent for the women. It's non-existent. I feel like the Elegance brand, they might, the Elegance girls, they might cheat to win or something. And then, maybe that Inspiration might, go to Santino, go like, hey, I want a rematch. And then when they're live this Thursday on Impact, they'll get a rematch. And that's when they win the titles. They'll do something like that. But I feel like the Elegance girls are going to retain.
All right, cool. I love the difference of opinion so far. Like I said, you watch more TNA than me, just to be honest, but I'm just going with it. I'm excited for the show. I think it'll be one of the better shows of 2025. But we get to the main card. We got the System with Matt Cardona taking on Dark State. So a little 8-man tag action. No, not an all-star 8-man like you see every week on Wednesday and Saturday for Dynamite because Tony Khan is just lazy and doesn't know how to book compelling television. But I think Dark State wins here, Jugs. I think they got to get a big win, and I think this will be kind of that trade-off of saying, okay, we got TNA literally versus NXT. Who will be booked to win? I think Dark State gets to win here.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with you there. Like, it's been interesting how Dark States, they've been coming into, TNA. Well, it's what the first time they were in TNA, they attacked Matt Cardona, and then Matt Cardona, he went up to the system, say, "Hey, we don't know what we're doing with here. I need help." And the system, they didn't want to help him at first. And Brian Myers, he was going like, oh, he was kind of on the fence with it. And then, this past week on NXT, we saw the system show up and do a beat down on um Dark State. So I feel like Dark State's going to win here. They don't lose much at all, and I want to see this faction stay strong. So give me Dark State to win here.
I agree with you. I agree with you. Let's get to the women. I think somebody who will eventually be WWE bound, Tessa Blanchard. She's been really on her best behavior since the whole racial allegations. We call her the racist here on the Flex Zone, but she is a phenomenal professional wrestler. I could see her and Charlotte, her and Becky Lynch, her and Bailey, her and even Jordan Grace in WWE going at it. I mean, just the names that she could feud with, she would fit right in. But she's taking on a former WWE superstar who's been doing her thing on the indies from what I've heard, had a match with Mercedes Moné, has been doing a bunch of other things. Indy Hartwell, very underrated herself. This will be a nice showcase for her, but I think ultimately Tessa wins. How you feel about that, Jugs?
Yeah, Tesla's gonna be winning here. This is gonna be a really fun match. I like the story that they've been telling. How they're former friends, turned enemies. I think they were like in this 8-4-1 tag team match. So it started out as an eight person tag team and then became a 4-way, and then it became a 1-on-1 match. Or no, it didn't become a 1-on-1. So after the 4-way, then whoever won got a title shot. But yeah, they kind of been going at each other's throat lately, been getting involved with each other's matches, costing each other matches. So I'm gonna say that Tessa Blanchard is gonna win here. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Tessa could maybe be in line for a TNA Knockouts Championship. I'm intrigued. We're going to talk about that match in a little bit because that's going to be
Yeah.
very interesting.
Mhm.
We'll get to that. Let's go to, before I get to the match, I'm really, really looking forward to. I'm actually looking forward to this because we know Moose. We know the face of the franchise. We know the Spear. We know how he's just won every title there is and done everything and more in TNA. He's even showing up in NXT. He had a good match this year with Obafemi at Madison Square Garden. Leon Slater, you think about guys, breakout candidates in 2025 across promotions and wrestling, whatever promotion you like, you're loyal to, you watch every week. He's a name that if you don't know, look out for him. Leon Slater, he is a high flyer. He is a risk taker, a Jeff Hardy type. He did the 630. What is his finisher? It's like some crazy Swanton Bond thing.
Yeah, it's like this crazy Swanton bomb. I don't even know what the finisher is
It's like
for
a
this one.
630 Swanton bomb. He did it off the poles at the last show. I think almost busted his head, but he's getting his
Mhm.
shot because I think that was in the X Division
That was
gauntlet
at the
thing.
Ultimate X match. Yep.
Yeah, and then Moose took it. It was a terrible ending, but kind of saw what they were planting the seeds for. And we get the one-on-one match here. I think the young bull gets his due, and people really start to take note of the future of this industry potentially in Leon Slater. And we know with a guy like AJ Styles in the building, the beauty and just legacy lore of the X Division title. I think Leon Slater beats Moose here.
Yeah, Leon Sutter, he's been on a come up as of late. Like he's been tagging up with the Hardy Boys. They've been giving him a good rub. He got a pin over Moose at the last special that they did, which it was against all odds. So yeah, he's been getting a lot of momentum. And like the story kind of behind this is, Leon Slater, he could become the youngest X Division champion, and also Moose is trying to be the longest X Division champion. So, there is quite a bit of history here. But I see, after what happened at Rebellion when Leon Slater almost had it, but then Moose spears him and Moose ends up picking up the title. I see Leon Slater winning here. Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody in the chat, like I said, if you haven't heard of Leon Slater, check him out. I think he will open more eyes to him this weekend, and I think he's one of the future stars of TNA. Speaking of opening eyes, this is going to open eyes. I don't care if you remember the Cruiserweight Classic, you remember 205 Live, you remember the flippity dippity stuff they used to do in WWE. You like that type of wrestling, you like the high flying style, but does not get any better. And I'm maybe more anticipating this match than any match this year just because I know what these two guys are capable of, and they're finally getting a chance to show it. Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander Jubbs. I'm gonna let you go first. I've been going first. I'm excited. How do you feel about this match? Because I think this could be maybe the first of many. Cedric Alexander comes into TNA, his first pay-per-view match. Where did we go here? Because this is a little unpredictable. This could go either way.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this match. Like you know what both these guys can do, and it was I got like when Tasha Steelz, when Mustafa Ali's kind of been going at with the order four Tasha Steelz and the Good Hands. Yeah, so he's kind of been going at it with him. And then Tasha still she made that call like, yeah, I know that's Cedric Alexander. And then when he showed up, he got right in Mustafa Ali's face. I got, oh baby, we're about to get this. But listen here, Tasha Steelz, she's a really good manipulator here. Because it looks like she was gonna be signing with Cedric Alexander. Because she hated how Mustafa Ali's been treating her, and also the Good Hands. They were signing over because Mustafa Ali's been putting his hands on Tasha Steelz as of late. But this past week, Tasha Steelz, she manipulated this whole plan to get Mustafa Ali in a big match against Cedric Alexander. So then she brought all of them back together. So this is really big. Tasha Steelz is smart. She's a smart lady, and I think that she's going to help Mustafa Ali win here. And maybe they might have like a few series of matches, but yeah, Mustafa Ali is going to pick up the first one.
Yeah, because I was thinking like if Cedric wins, then where else do they go? It kind of
Yeah.
ends the story. Then, like you mentioned, they got the other people. I think Mustafa Ali gets the cheap win, maybe get like a trilogy or something. And I think if they book it right, we'll get to the main event. Obviously, I think before the end of the year, Mustafa Ali could be even a future TNA World Champion, and maybe even down the line, Cedric Alexander in another year or something.
I don't think Cedric Alexander is going to be there that long. Because it seems like when they bring in people, it seems like they don't keep them on their contract for like a long time, which is very weird with TNA. I don't know, like their contract system is weird, but yeah.
Yeah. But this is definitely probably the match of the night I'm looking forward to. So moving forward, so far 4 matches on the main card, 2 on a pre-show, not too much, nicely spaced out, and then we have a fun ladder match. I've seen too many ladder matches. Oh, it's too many. We get too many of them, but this should be interesting because anytime the Hardys are on TV, they're still a legendary team. They're a draw. We got the Nemeths, we got the Rascals, who are damn good, and we got First Class of Top Jobber, Top Flopper, and that other guy with him. The Nemeths are tag champions, Jugs. How do you feel about this match? I don't know if the titles will change hands. I don't know, or maybe they give it back to the Hardys, but the Hardys just had it.
Yeah, see, this match is kind of hard for me to predict because, first of all, I don't see First Class winning. I don't see them. I can eliminate them. The Rascals, I would like to see them get the titles, but I don't think.
Go Google it.
Exactly. I don't think the Rascals are going to win. I think it's either down to the Nemeths or the Hardys. Screw. I'm gonna say they give it back to the Hardys because I feel like they're gonna be heading to WWE eventually because apparently they want one more run in WWE before they retire.
I could see that. Yeah.
You know what? No, I'm gonna say the Nemeths retain. I'm gonna say Nemeths.
I think the Nemeths retain. I think the Hardys do eventually get back to WWE for that one more run.
Yeah.
I could see like a Hardys New Day thing, something. I don't know, just throwing something at the wall. But it should be interesting. I'm sure it'll be some high spots, but it's just kind of like you've seen one, you've seen them all. So we'll see what they pull out. I mean,
yeah, really oversaturation with ladder matches, especially with WWE. Like, how many ladder matches we seen in WWE this year? We saw the one at the Rumble. We saw 2 at Money in the Bank. I'm pretty sure
SmackDown TLC.
Oh, that SmackDown TLC. That was good. Yeah,
we seen
else, I thought there was something else that we saw.
But yes, a lot of matches.
Yeah, there's so many ladder matches.
And a lot of multi-man matches as well. But we'll get to that. That's a WWE AEW thing. Women's Championship. Let's get to the big matches of the show that could really tell what things are going to. So we have confirmed it's winner take all, title versus title. The women's knockouts champion, Masha Slamovich, who will have backup, or as Raj calls her, Masha Slamovich. And NXT's JC Jane, who did defeat Jordan Grace on this past Sunday at Evolution, which was a really fun show, but Blake Monroe turned heel.
I called that. I called that
You
a mile
did, you did,
away.
you did. You called it, man. They rushed it. They blew their load quick, but it makes sense, and we kind of know that Mariah or Blake is a better heel.
Listen,
But you did call it.
Mariah May is better than Blake Monroe. I just gotta say that right now. I mean, she's more watered down in WWE, but we that's to be expected though.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what the feud of her and Jordan looks like. I think she's making her
Mm-hmm.
debut this week. We can talk a little bit about that as well. But who you think wins here, Jez? I'm gonna let you go first. Winner take all. Who wins and walks out as double? I hate double champ. You know I hate double champions. I hate these kind of matches because you book yourself into a corner.
Yeah, they really are booking themselves into a corner here. JC Jane's tolerating hasn't been bad as of late. Like, people calling her the most beatable champion in NXT and all that, or all in WWE. Um, to be honest, since I don't know, maybe I might be kind of give my prediction away for the main event earlier, but you know, since WWE has a TNA title, I feel like they're going to be doing a fair trade off here, given maybe TNA like an NXT championship. So maybe they have Masha Slamovich win, a bigger name, and then they can have Masha Slamovich come over to NXT more as well, because I feel like I don't know when her contract is exactly up, but I feel like she'll be on the radar eventually of WWE, and it'll be good to get her more on WWE television. And it's cool to see her this week on NXT. Yeah, so I'm gonna say that Masha Slamovich ends up winning here. But if it was going to be Jordan Grace and Masha, I would say Jordan Grace won. But Jordan Grace, she's way past being over in TNA. She's done with it. She's done facing Masha. So yeah, I'm gonna say that Masha ends up beating JC James.
I think JC Jane's going to win here because Tuesday Masha was standing tall. She was holding the belt. She
Yeah.
got the upper hand. I know it's predictable, and it would look like WWE is beating TNA people. But I think in the main event, TNA will get their title back. We'll get to that in a second. But I think JC Jane gets both titles. Now, how do they book her afterwards? Which is always terrible in wrestling, double champions, triple champions. I don't like it, but I don't know. Do you have maybe someone beat JC for the Knockouts Championship and take it back to TNA, and then maybe JC eventually drops it to Blake Monroe? I don't know. It's unpredictable because I don't know what's going to happen, but there are a lot of ways they could go with this because they could have Masha win and come over as well, which wouldn't be bad and would only help NXT's women's division.
Yeah.
I'm going JC Jane. I think they're trying to prove since she beat Stephanie McCourt, she's not a transitional champion, so they're giving her big wins to eventually maybe drop it at Heat. I guess if she does win, I think she'll drop it at Heat Wave, but we'll see how it plays out. I think this could be a sleeper match. JC is okay, but Masha Slamovich is really good, so they might have a decent match. I'm sure both factions will get involved, and it'll be some sort of screwy finish either way. So we'll see what happens there. We talked about it in the open. I want to get your thoughts on it, Judge, real quick. AJ Styles returning back to TNA. I said this is a shot in the arm. This pay-per-view needed. It seemed like it was missing a little oomph. They got some star power. We may even get more surprised that they're not mentioning like WWE guys or former TNA guys. This could be a part of it. AJ Styles is just a big name to help sell tickets, obviously. How do you feel about this return, and what do you think happens? Maybe any other surprises you think?
Yeah, so we were talking about this on the phone a while back. Like earlier this week. Like, yeah, then they bring like AJ Styles in, and guess what? They're bringing in AJ Styles here. There's a couple of things what I could see happening. Like the most TNA thing I could see happening is like, them, inducting, saying that he's going to be going into the TNA Hall of Fame for Bound for Glory. I could see him doing that. Or hell, I could see him maybe setting up a match. Maybe like I've been hearing rumors about maybe him and Frankie Kazarian could be having like a little feud with each other. I think that would be interesting. Or maybe he might come out like maybe like try to give somebody a rub or something. I don't know. But I'm very excited that AJ Styles is back, and I hope he comes out with his TNA theme song. Get ready to fly. I was, that takes me back to being a kid. I'm gonna mark out here on stream if he comes out to that theme song.
Real quick, what happened on the 2008 Slammiversary? What real quick for those who may not know? Real quick.
So on the 2008 Slammiversary, we had AJ Styles going up against Kurt Angle for that was like the first time being on pay-per-view. The feud was kind of it was a lot of drama with it because he had a Karen Angle in there involved. She was having an affair with AJ Styles and all that. Yeah, that was a terrible angle there, but the match was good. You had a King of the Mountain match. Samoa Joe, he was going in as the champion. Yeah, Kevin Nash as the special enforcer there. You had Team 3D, Bubba Ray and Devon going up against LAX, Homicide, and Hernandez. That's fun. You had the beautiful people going and Moose, not the big black Jack Moose, not the one we see now, going up against Moose. Or tagging up with Moose and ODB. Can't remember who else was on team. And you had an Awesome Kong like open challenge, 25,000 for it, and Serena Deeb answered it. Like, damn, Serena Deeb, that takes me back like so long ago. Seeing Serena Deeb, that's when she got her first start. But yeah, Slammiversary, that was definitely a memorable show to watch. Not gonna lie, it was pretty good.
Well, let's get to the main event. While we are all here, we'll see what AJ Styles. I'm curious where they put that out in the show too. Do they start with it? Is it in the middle? Is it kind of towards the end? We'll see. Maybe it plays into something on the show.
Another thing I could see happening. This will probably be like another most TNA thing that they do is AJ Styles get involved with the main event. Do like what Hulk Hogan did at WrestleMania 9, where Trick Williams wins or something, and then like AJ Styles comes in, does like something really quick, and wins the title for TNA.
Oh gosh, Lord!
I could see TNA doing something like that, doing something terrible like that. With like that makes zero sense, but I could see him doing it.
We got the former TNA World Champion.
His name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Quick question. I said it over the past few weeks. I may be alone in this. I want to hear what you think. Has Joe Hendry cooled down a little bit?
Yeah, in a way he has cooled down. Like, I don't see. I still hear people talking about him, but like, I don't know. I feel like he's cooled down in a way. Since losing the championship, since after being at WrestleMania, he has lost a little bit of steam.
I could see a situation maybe where he's in WWE by the Royal Rumble. I could see something like that happening.
I could see that, yeah.
Yeah. I think he may be on his way out by the end of this year. Mike Santana, real quick, Jugs. He's been doing phenomenal work, primarily a tag team wrestler most of his career. Talk about LAX. Proud and powerful. He breaks out, dominant run on the Indies, House of Glory. He's in TNA doing his thing, had a good feud with Mustafa Ali, beats him at the last, I think, pay-per-view, Falls Count Anywhere. Mike Santana in his hometown, basically. I'll get your prediction in a second. What do you think about Mike Santana for those who don't know how good he is?
Yeah, Mike Santana, I've been a fan of him like since going back to like 2019, 18, like around that. Whatever it was, Pride and Powerful, they faced the Lucha Bros. They had this, it was like a monster ball or like a kind of like a TLC type of match. If you guys never seen that match, go look it up on YouTube. It might be on YouTube. It was Pride and Powerful or LAX going up against the Lucha Bros. Amazing match. That's one of my favorite matches as in recent for TNA. But yeah, Mike Santana, he's been really coming into his own, and his mic skills are really good. His in-ring work is good. So I'm happy that he's been getting some shine in WWE. I like it.
I think he also could be in WWE when his contract is up. Like him and Joe Hendry, I could see on NXT.
I feel like TNA sometimes they get the shit into the stick. They even asked like the I think someone asked like their GM or something like or their owner going like, so what's your thoughts on like all these wrestlers signing other places? Well, like, hey, that's just the way it is, like they can't keep them from going other places. If they think the money's there, they won't go there for the money. They want to go there for other reasons. He can't stop them.
And even without this partnership, like you said, there's bigger opportunities. You got NXT. You got LFG, you got Evolve, you got all these things in WWE now, the ID program. And then also what you can do is, this is helping out TNA, their biggest show, like you said, in 10 years. Plus, The amount of tickets I read earlier, it's great. It's helping TNA, but in the end, WWE is going to get the better out of the deal, whether that's talent, getting all the juice out of someone while they're hot, and then doing what they want after that because they are the WWE, just like they're going to do
Yeah.
probably with AAA.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's inevitable. I think eventually WWE will buy the rights eventually of TNA. I think it's going to happen soon. Maybe for their library, because you can have all of AJ Styles matches on Peacock or wherever else they go. Maybe after this Peacock deal's over, but I think they want to eventually get their the rights to our library and all that, because there was a lot of footage.
What do you think about TNA's new champion, Trick Williams? He won it, beat Joe Hendry. Trick and A, he's calling it. I like what they did there. His run hasn't really done anything outside the ordinary because he's just really been feuding with these three. What do you think about Trick Williams? And I think Tuesday, The Undertaker's confronting Trick Williams on NXT. It's a big NXT. They're in Houston, Booker T's hometown.
Yeah, they're in
We got
Leo's
Blake
hometown.
Monroe. Yeah, we got Blake Monroe, first in-ring televised match. The Undertaker is going to confront, I'm guessing, going to choke slam Trick Williams. So that makes me feel like Trick is going to be losing and then pissed off and cutting a promo. Then the Undertaker is going to come out with the lights out or on the bike and choke slam or something, I guess. I don't know. How do you feel about this match and who do you think wins? I think Trick loses the title, but I want to see who you think wins.
Yeah, Trick Williams, his title reign hasn't been like anything like that to blow me out of the water right now. Because he beat Mike Santana on an episode of NXT by the help of First Class. Who else? I thought he defended it against somebody else as well. Maybe I might be mistaken, but his title reign hasn't been all that great right now. But I think it's too early for him to lose the title, because I feel like maybe they have him win here and then he still gets choke slammed or pile drived by the Undertaker. So I feel like maybe they might have Trick lose at Bound for Glory.
Is that the next show chronologically?
Well, so the next show their September show is Emergence, which is a just like a special TNA special.
Okay.
So it's Emergence, and then in October it is Bound for Glory. Oh, well, then you got Victory Road, and then actually, so August you got Emergence, and then September you got Victory Road, and then October is Bound for Glory. That's what they say the WrestleMania is.
So maybe like Trick holds it through the summer and
then to like October, and that's when they have him lose the title.
I could see that because I think Mike Santana, I'm going to say Mike Santana just to be different because they're in New York. Maybe they have him win it, but it just feels like they may have Trick slither away because it's a triple threat and then maybe set up Trick and Santana down the line, maybe one-on-one and give him a win in a one-on-one match. I don't know.
You know how they like to book, I mean, this is in WWE and stuff, but you know how they book, wrestlers in WWE in their home city.
Yeah.
They like to make them lose.
Yeah, and maybe someone could help Trick, or that could be a new layer to the
story.
Maybe
First Class gets involved, or maybe who I saw somebody online. They say watch Joe Hendry be behind like Dark State or something.
Well, that's another thing. It could be Dark State because every time Dark State attacks, I think Trick may have only been attacked like once, if that, and he's always like outside the ring. It seems like when they attack, and he's never getting attacked. It seems like I don't know how true that is, but that could be. Maybe something. Maybe they could help him. I don't know. That could be a part of it. I don't know.
Or they can have somebody debut or something. They could bring somebody in. I don't know. But I feel like it's too early to take it. I mean, he just won the title back in June. So I feel like it's too early to take the title off of him right now.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to see where this thing goes. So I'm gonna say Trick Williams retains.
Nice. We got a nice card. Not too many matches. It's an 8 p.m. start time. So we got what? We got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matches on the main card. 8 including AJ Styles and 2 in the pre-show. So 10 total. Not too many, not too little, just right. Should be probably like 3.5 hours, Jugs. We'll be live tomorrow for it, man. Any final thoughts? Anything people need to see? And let them know what you're cooking up on your channel, what you got on your channel, and how they can find your channel as well.
Yeah, so you guys can go subscribe to my channel, The Juggernaut Show. I'm on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Got a lot of a lot of more retro reviews because I mean, we got SummerSlam coming up here in a few weeks, so I'm gonna knock out some retro reviews for that. Also got some. I'm gonna be on for some more watch-alongs. You know, life's been life now as of late. You know, and it's been hard to keep. And it's also been hard to keep up with all these wrestling shows, especially last week with 4 shows. Thank God it's kind of settled down a little bit. But yeah, got a lot of wrestling content coming out on my channel. Watch-alongs. I'm gonna be coming out with some more reactions. We'll be doing like a reaction to WWE Try Not to Laugh. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that reaction. And I also want to say, you know, Leo, get better soon, my friend. You know, it's unfortunate what happened, but get better soon, my buddy. And yeah, definitely go subscribe right down
Yes,
there.
sir. We love you, Leo. Yes, check out Juggernaut down below at the Juggernaut Show here on the Flex Zone. The Mothership will be live tomorrow for TNA Slammiversary, 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific. Check out Jug's retro reviews, and he'll be live with me tomorrow. We'll be live, breaking it all down, watching TNA. There's your preview and predictions. Appreciate you, Jug. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Broke it all down for you. Let us know. Comment down below if you made it this far in the video. Leave a comment. Helps us out in the algorithm. Vote on the poll. Become a member. Shout out to everybody who was in the chat today. And yeah, who ends up as the top? Raj is the top fan today, along with Ant. So shout out to Ant and Snake Eyes at number 3. So we'll be doing more of that with the top fans. Appreciate all of you watching. We'll be live tomorrow, as I mentioned, for TNA. Check out Jugs' channel down below right there. Juggernaut Show. We're putting the kids to bed. We'll see you tomorrow for TNA. AJ Styles returns to TNA and some big matches for tomorrow from Long Island. TNA's biggest show in the last decade. For Jugs and everybody watching, yours truly, God's favorite host. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow for TNA Slammiversary. Peace.